Oh, the vodka! It's time to celebrate! The Melbourne Storm choked! Let's have a drink!
Cheers,
Fuck
Nick!
yeah, boys!
Nick from Australia.
Get over! Yeah! That's totally overpaid wanker! Why the fuck would you go short? You stupid cunt! Yeah! Woo! Cowboys win! Yeah! Yeah! Here we go! Drink water! Holmes! Yeah! Guys, subscribe to the channel. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah! The Cowboys win it! Woo! Oh. How are we, lads? How are we? Hello, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I am Nick from Australia. Welcome to another live stream. Hope everyone's doing well on this fantastic Wednesday night. It is currently 8:38 p.m. How are we, fellas? I'm just reading the chat as we speak. We've got the NRL memes in the chat. We've got Rugby League Roundup. JC Jimmy Jam. We got Riley. Says, yo, you're streaming again? Yes, I am back. I will always be around. Occasionally, I'll have a day off or two, but I'm always around. G'day to Metallic Panther. G'day to Gus Harris. How you going, bro? What's going on, everyone? I'm just reading the live chat as we speak. As you can see on the screen, tonight's video is going to be a little rankings video where I'm going to be ranking NRL analysts or commentators or experts or whatever you want to call them. Call them whatever you want. Personally, not a fan of a lot of these guys, but I like some of them. Some of them are just out and out straight garbage. So this is going to be fun. So we're going to be ranking the NRL analysts, journalists, experts, commentators, whatever you want to call them. Now, I must start by saying not every single commentator and journalist and analyst is on this list. I did not make the list. I went on to tier list and I was looking for something to do for a video idea. And I thought to myself, well, this would be interesting. This would be really fun. So I had a good look at it about half an hour ago. And then I just went, you know what? I'm going to go live. Stuff it. Without no notice, no advertisement. Just went and set up this live stream. And everyone's starting to roll in as we speak. But before I do anything, make sure you guys go ahead and like the live stream. It means a lot to me if you like the live stream. Comment in the live chat with everyone, interact with everyone. And most importantly, if you haven't already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. You won't be disappointed. I'm telling you right now. Plenty of content, plenty of videos, plenty of rants, plenty of great reactions, plenty of all sorts of things. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I don't know what you're waiting for. Seriously, hit the subscribe button and turn the notification bells on. That way, when I go live or when I upload a video, you will get the notification when I go live. But without further ado, I reckon we should just get straight into this. Shout out in the chat to Sam Revel, Daniel Bain in the chat. How you going, Daniel? Hope you're well, bro. All right, I reckon we should just get into it. So, as you guys can see with the categories, we've got the best. The best analyst will go up here. Excellent will go there. Solid will go there. The decent ones that are just, up and down, they go there. Not a fan of some of them will go in there, and then you got hot garbage down the bottom, which is obviously the worst one. But without further ado, I reckon let's just get straight into it. Riley says, subscribe. He's an honest person. Doesn't be a sook. Yeah, exactly right. I'll tell you how it is. Now, I don't want to take a shot at any other rugby league YouTuber out there, but you have a look at a lot of rugby league YouTubers out there. A lot of them don't have the balls to say what I say, and only a few of them have the balls to say what I say, and a lot of them love to kiss ass. So I'm not like that. I'll tell it how it is, and you're not going to get any bullshit from me. Exactly right, Riley. You nailed it in the live chat. But let's get into it. Fellas. Declan says he's good. Good to hear, bro. All right. So the first NRL analyst we're going to rank here. You got Channel 9. You got Fox. I'm going to start off with Greg Brandy Alexander. Now, if you guys don't know, Greg Alexander, Brandy, he works on Fox League. Brandy is a great commentator. I know a lot of people find him obnoxious and annoying from time to time. Don't get me wrong, he can be annoying at times, but he's been doing the job for a very long time. And when you've been doing the job as long as Greg Alexander has, of course you're going to start mucking around and having a bit of a laugh. But there's no doubt about it that his rugby league mind, his rugby league brain is absolutely fantastic. For me personally, I think Greg Alexander is an excellent analyst. I think he's excellent. He knows what he's talking about. He might be a bit biased towards Penrith sometimes, which can be a bit annoying. But who isn't biased towards their own team? Let's be honest there. So I'm going to give Greg Alexander a good rating. I'm going to put Greg Alexander in the excellent category. I think that is the right spot for Brandy. Can be annoying. Yeah, I agree with your rugby league roundup. He can be annoying. But you got to respect the bloke. He's been around for years. He was a great player in his day, and I think he's a great analyst. So Greg Alexander's going in the excellent category. Let's go to the bloke who's always on NRL 360. He tends to be on there a fair bit. I put things on there maybe twice a week. We're going to go with Paul Crawley. Now, out of all the NRL journalists that you see nowadays, Paul Crawley for mine isn't too bad. Paul Crawley used to be this bloke that used to just give me the shits and be a bit of a pain in the ass. I genuinely don't mind Paul Crawley. I don't think he's solid, and I don't think he's a bad commentator or analyst, I should say. I think Paul Crawley is just decent, man. I really do. So Paul Crawley's going to go in the decent analyst. I don't think he's as bad as some of the other ones that we will get to very soon. Paul Crawley's decent, man. He goes on there, tells it how it is, gives his own opinion, and I think Paul Crawley's fine, man. So Paul Crawley's going to go in the decent category. Let's go to Michael Ennis. Now, Michael Ennis, for mine, Michael Ennis works on Fox League. Ennis has been working on Fox since he retired, pretty much. The thing I like about Michael Ennis is he breaks down the plays really well, and I love it when he goes to the screen and he breaks down plays from each game. So, for example, right, if it's the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs, you've got Michael Ennis breaking down this play that Cody Walker set up against another team, and he talks about the threat that he provides for that team and what sort of damage he will do to the opposition and what he can do. Now, in my opinion, Michael Ennis, as an NRL player, when he was playing in his day, was a pain in the ass. Ennis the Menace, as everyone knows. But as a commentator, as an analyst, he is outstanding. The only negative I have about Michael Ennis is he laughs a lot with Yvonne Sampson, which kind of gives me the shits. But I reckon about 95% of the time, Michael Ennis is taking it all serious. So the first one that's going to go in the best is going to be Michael Ennis. I think he's one of the best in the game, one of the best commentators, one of the best analysts in the league. So Michael Ennis, in my opinion, is in the elite category. He's going in the best. You can agree to disagree in the live chat, as long as you don't go off your rocket at me. But I think Ennis is very good, and he's going in the best. I think he's one of the best on Fox, to be honest. Right, let's go to someone from Channel 9 now. Let's go to Channel 9. Let's go to Darren Lockyer. Now, Darren Lockyer, we all know he should be an immortal. He should be the next immortal, Darren Lockyer. There's no doubt about it. His NRL playing career was absolutely phenomenal. I believe he's a future immortal in waiting. But as an NRL analyst, as a commentator, Darren Lockyer is not the best. and I don't think he's even decent. Now, don't get me wrong, Darren Lock's knowledge is fantastic, but Darren Lock, majority of the time, is doing Darren Lock here is doing commentary on the sideline, and I am not the biggest fan of it, to be honest with you. And people are going to say, oh, how dare you have Paul Crawley in front of Darren Lock here. I'm rating it as I see it. Paul Crawley's on Fox League, and he just does a couple of shows a week, and he goes all right. But Darren Lock, he does more commentary than he does analysing. And I don't find Darren Lock to be a great commentator. I think he's very average, and I don't really rate him as a commentator. I think he's quite obnoxious, to be honest. So I'm going to make a pretty bold one here, and I'm going to put Darren Lock here in the not a fan category. Some people are going to lose their shit over that, and that's fine. But go listen to a game where Darren Lock is on the sideline and tell me how Darren Lock is the best. Tell me how he's good, because I don't think he's great at all, man, personally. But not a big fan of it. Not a big fan. Not a fan of Lock here. Rolly says he has to go. No worries, bro. You can check it out later, bro. The rest of the stream. Righto, let's go to someone who's fairly new to the media analyst sort of department, and that's going to be James Graham. Now, James Graham hasn't been doing it for a long time. I don't mind James Graham. I think he's been okay. He's mainly on NRL 360 majority of the time. Did a few games here and there, like analysing on the pre-show with Fox League at the back end of last year. Not the biggest fan of James Graham at the moment. I think his knowledge is fantastic, and then for some reason it just wants to scroll down, this stupid thing. Give me a sec, guys. For some reason it just wants to fuck up. All right, there we go. What a piece of shit that is. What a piece of shit Team Maker is at times. But James Graham, I think he'll get better. But as of right now, I'm going to put James Graham in not a fan. Simply because he hasn't been doing it long enough, and I don't think you can give him a high rating just because he's James Graham. You got to give it time, man. Got to give him time. I think after a year or two, then he might be up in the excellent part. Who knows? But as of right now, hasn't been doing the job long, and I think he's got to go in that section. You can't put him in garbage because he's not garbage. You can't put him in decent because he hasn't been doing it for long. So he's going in not a fan for me. But let's move on. Let's go to Gordon Talis. Big Gordon. Now, a lot of people find Gordon Talis to be quite annoying on Fox, and I could not disagree anymore. Gordon Talis, for mine, he's one of those blokes where he loves talking up the forwards. Obviously, he used to play in the back row, and he loves talking about the back rows nowadays. And if you have a chat with Gordon Talis, I guarantee you'll walk away with it learning more than you already know. A lot of people think they know a lot about the game, and don't get me wrong, I think we all know a lot about the game. But I reckon if you had a chat with Gordon Talis, I reckon you'd walk away with it and you'd know a bit more. And Gordon can be a bit annoying at times. He can be pretty obnoxious and shit like that. But he knows what he's talking about. He knows exactly what he's talking about, and I think he's brilliant, Gordon Talis. I think he's brilliant. I don't think he's excellent. I don't think he's decent. I think he's solid. I think solid is the perfect cat. Oh, not Paul Kent. Fuck off. Gordon Talis is going in solid. I think he's a solid commentator, man. I think he's solid. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's decent. He's probably just in the next part there. So Gordon Talis is a solid analyst, and good on Big Gordy. I think he goes well. So we'll put Gordy in solid. All right, let's go to someone who I don't think anyone likes. Paul Kent from Fox League. Now, Paul Kent, say what you will about Paul Kent, but the thing with Paul Kent, he's been doing it for a long time. He's been talking about the game for a long time. He's been covering it for a long time. Yeah, he might become a bit of a dick at times, might be a bit of an asshole, but I don't think you can look me face to face and tell me straight to my face that you can't put Paul Kent in hot garbage. You know why you can't do that? Because Paul Kent's been covering the game longer than any one of us who's been watching the game. He's been around for years. He knows what he's talking about. Might come off as a bit of a dick at times, but I I'm not a fan of Paul Kent, so I'm probably going to put him in the not a fan part. But you can't sit here and tell me that Paul Kent is terrible. He's been doing the game for a while. Yeah, he says some controversial stuff. Yeah, he pisses people off at times. And guess what? It's all for TV. It's all for bullshit TV. It's all for bullshit. He's not the worst in the world. There's worse off than Paul Kent. So I'm going to put Paul Kent in not a fan. I don't like Paul Kent. I'm not a big fan of him. That's why I'm putting him in not a fan. But you can't tell me that he's hot garbage. You just can't. He knows what he's talking about. He's been doing the game longer than we ever have. So Paul Kent, I'm not a fan of him, so he's going in there. But he knows his rugby league. I'm telling you right now. All right, let's go to a female. One of my least favorites. I'm going to go with Yvonne Sampson next. Now, it's no secret that I'm not a fan of Yvonne Sampson. I've addressed that 1,000 times. I have spoken about this more times than I can count. Yvonne Sampson thinks she knows what she's talking about, but she doesn't. She's just copying it off a TV that's 10 meters from her. Yeah, she's been doing the game for a while, so she probably does know a little bit about the game. But I'm not the only one who watches Fox League here, and I'm telling you right now, Yvonne Sampson is very annoying. She's a pain in the ass, man. She is a pain in the ass. I'm not a fan of her. I don't like her. I think she's a bit of a robot. I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put her in this section. I'll tell you what, to avoid people going off their head and calling me an asshole, I'm going to put Yvonne Sampson in the not a fan category. I'm not a fan of her. I don't like her. I've never liked her. And I'm going to put her in not a fan. I just don't think she does the job well. I think she comes off as annoying, obnoxious. Her laugh is terrible. I'd rather listen to toilet water, to be honest. So Yvonne Sampson's going in the not a fan category. A lot of people will kiss her ass and say, oh, she's a great presenter. She does a great job. Trust me. Anyone can do her job. All you got to do is just read off a fucking computer that's coming at you. You're sitting right here, right? You got the cameras there. You're sitting there like this with your little mic that's on the shirt or whatever, and you're just reading what's coming at you. It's not that fucking hard. Yeah, it might come quick, might be a bit difficult, but I think any Tom, Dick, and Harry could probably do it. So Yvonne Sampson, not a big fan of her. Bring back Matt Shervington, please, if that's even possible. Right, let's go to Let's go to Brent Reed. I believe that's Brent Reed in the corner. I can't even fucking see the picture. Yes, Brent Reed. Okay. Brent Reed. And now the screen's playing up again. What the fuck? Righto, there we go. I think that's better. There we go. Okay. Brent Reed. So he, this fucking computer. I'm going to, seriously, it's pissing me right off. Okay, so Brent Reed, for you guys who don't know who Brent Reed is, Brent Reed works on Fox Sports News from time to time. I believe he does a bit of Triple M on the sideline. I believe he does the Sunday Footy Show. He goes on there with Sterlo and a few of the other journalists. I don't mind Brent Reed. I think he's a bit like Crawley, where they're decent. I don't think Brent Reed's one of those blokes that talks about bullshit rumors. He seems to know a bit about the game. He seems to be all right. Most of his reports that he reports is actually normally accurate, in my opinion. So I'm actually going to put Brent Reed in the decent category, to be honest with you. I don't mind him. I genuinely don't mind Brent Reed. He's going to go in the decent part. I think he's better than Crawley for me personally, but I think Brent Reed's decent, man. So he's going to go in that section for mine. All right, let's go to Blocker. Steve Blocker Roach. Now, Steve Blocker Roach was a great player back in the day for the Balmain Tigers in the front row there. He was one of the best props in the game back then. Blocker Roach. When Blocker Roach is on the my phone just decides to fall down. Oh, fuck the phone then. Blocker Roach. When Blocker Roach is on the Matty Johns podcast with Paul Kent, Blocker's normally all right to deal with. On commentary, seems to be a little bit annoying. I don't think he's terrible. I I don't think he's in the not a fan part for me. I do like Blocker. He does say some good things and he knows what he's talking about. So for me, I'm going to put Blocker in decent. I don't think he's anything better than decent, to be honest. So Blocker for mine, if I can find him, here he is. Come here, Blocker. Blocker's going in decent, man. I don't think he's great. I don't think he's terrible by any means. I think he's just a decent analyst. Can be a bit annoying, but yeah, look, he's okay. He's all right, Blocker. He's not too bad. So I'm going to throw him in the decent section for now. All right, let's go to this computer keeps grabbing the screen and just I don't know what the fuck the computer's doing. It's playing games with me tonight. All right, let's go to the eighth immortal, Andrew Johns. Now, a lot of people are going to say Andrew Johns is annoying because he brings up too many jokes and bullshit. But here's the thing. Andrew Johns is one of the greatest rugby league minds I have ever seen in my life. He knows the game inside out. Andrew Johns is the eighth immortal. The bloke's a genius. His analyst is second to none. It's one of the best I've ever seen. When Andrew Johns is on this TV on Channel 9, he's got the computer in front of him and he's pointing directions with the screen and he's putting plays here and there. I think Andrew Johns is one of the best analysts I've ever seen, and he's going in the best category. Andrew Johns is an absolute genius. Joey Johns' commentary as well is brilliant. So for me, Joey is in the best section. He is one of the best. Andrew Johns, you are a freak. One of the best I've ever seen. So he's going in the best section. All right, let's go to who should we go to next? Let's stay on the Channel 9 topic for a minute. Let's go to Danny Wadler. Now, Danny Wadler's been an NRL journalist for Channel 9 for God knows how long. It seems like forever. He tends to appear on the 100% Footy Show, which is on Channel 9 every Monday night during the footy season. And he comes on there. He goes all right from time to time with Danny Wadler. But I think a lot of his reports are a bit bullshit. It seems like a bloke that you just look at and you go, yeah, what the fuck? Now, don't get me wrong. He's been in the game for a long time and he knows a lot about the game. But I think he's a scumbag, to be honest. I think he's a bit of a douchebag. I think he's a dickhead. Not a big fan of Danny Wadler. Never really have been. I am not a fan of this bloke at all. I don't think he's hot garbage by any means. But Danny Wadler is going to go in the not a fan section. I'm going to put him... I'll put him there. Just in front of Yvonne. There's not much in it between the two of them, to be honest. So, Danny Wadler, not a big fan. We'll just put him in there for now. Let me just get a mouthful of this Coke. Bloody hell. Right. Let's go to all right, let's go to him. Everyone wants to know what I think about this bloke. James Hooper. James Bald Hooper. Okay, I'm just going to go out there and say it straight away. James Hooper is hot garbage. Completely hot garbage. My God. James Hooper is one of the most obnoxious fucking NRL journalists, analysts, whatever the fuck he is, on the face of the planet. Some of the things this bloke says is absolutely ridiculous. I remember when he started bagging players, and you know he said he has said a lot of bad things in the past, but James Hooper, in my opinion, is a complete piece of shit. I do not rate this bloke one bit. I think he's an arsehole. He used to work on Channel 9. Now he's on Fox. He's even more annoying. When Hooper comes on, or when James Hooper's previewing a game, if there's a game on Channel 9, I am getting the TV remote and I am changing the channel straight away, and I'm going over to Channel 9. James Hooper is terrible. I don't understand what this bloke brings to Fox League. I don't understand what his job is meant to be, or what he's just reporting news. I mean, you can have any Tom, Dick, and Harry do that, but the bloke talks more shit than I do, and I talk a lot of shit. Trust me. If you watch the Corner Post, I talk a lot of shit. But James Hooper, my God, hot garbage. I don't even know if I want to get into it even further. I think he's a piece of shit, James Hooper. I think he's terrible. I don't know why Fox League have him on their payroll. I'd be getting rid of him and looking for someone else, someone a bit more handsome. Yeah, you're looking at him right here. No, I'm only joking. I wish, but no. James Hooper is hot garbage. End of story. Let's move on. Let's go to Cooper Cronk. Cooper Cronk. Now, we all know Cooper Cronk's one of the great halfbacks of the last 10, 20 years or so. He's won plenty of grand finals. He's done a lot for the game. Don't get me wrong. There's two parts of Cooper Cronk here that I want to talk about. Number one, his commentary in a game. When there's a game of football on, say it's the Roosters versus the Eels. Cooper Cronk's Fox League commentary on when there's a game on is fucking abysmal. He talks about the whole team and their set plays. He talks about two minutes straight about what they're going to do, what their plan is. And it's just a complete fucking pain in the ass, and it makes your eyes bleed and your ears start getting sore. But then when he's breaking down plays on Fox, when he's on the pre-show, he's actually doing a great job. So I'm going to put Cooper Cronk in the solid category. I don't think he's excellent because his NRL commentary and during an actual live game is pretty hard to deal with. But his analyst, when he breaks down plays, is outstanding. So I'm going to put Cooper Cronk in the solid department. I think he's definitely a lot better than Gordon Talis. So I'm going to put Cooper Cronk in there. You know what? I'm going to move Gordon down one. I'm going to put Gordon in decent, I think. But Cooper Cronk, man, I think he's a solid commentator. If he would just stop talking about the whole fucking team for 5 minutes straight, then maybe he'd be ranked a little bit higher. But Cronk's solid. He's solid. He brings a lot to Fox, so Fox made a good choice in signing him. So Cronk's solid, man. Definitely would re-sign him if he was off contract. Right, let's go to Cooper Cronk's old mate here, Billy Slater. Now, Billy Slater works for Channel 9, as we know. He does commentary. Usually he does the Friday night games on Channel 9, I believe. I believe Friday night's commentary is usually, what's his name? Peter Pazoltas. I don't think Slater and I think Paul Vorton is the other one as well, usually. But Billy Slater's commentary, I think, is very, very fucking annoying. But his analyst is actually good as well. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put Billy Slater here. I think he knows his stuff, but he knows his stuff, man. Like, you can't deny that. He knows what he's talking about. I'm going to put Billy Slater. I reckon he's solid. We'll put him behind Cronk. I think that's a good spot for him. Billy Slater, you are right behind your good old friend Cooper Cronk there. He's good, man. Slater's good, but he can be a pain in the ass from time to time. Right, let's go back to the female category. Let's go to Lara Pitt. Now, Lara Pitt, for mine, is one of the good ones on Fox out of the females. I actually don't mind Lara Pitt. I think she's solid. I think she's decent. I'm just trying to figure out which way I'm going to put her. I think her hosting is more reasonable to deal with than Yvonne, in my opinion. I think she's decent, man. I'm actually going to put Lara in decent. I'm going to put Lara Pitt right behind. We'll put her behind Blocker Roach, man. Don't mind Lara Pitt, man. I think she goes well. I think she goes well. Right, let's go to the other female, the final female of the list, and that is Alana Ferguson. Now, Alana Ferguson works on Channel 9. She does a bit of, I think she does mainly the Sunday. She occasionally does the Thursday night. Alana Ferguson, don't get me wrong, she's a pretty woman. She's a pretty woman. Don't get me wrong. She looks good on TV. But fuck me, man. All she does is pretty much copy what Andrew Johns and fucking all these legends say. All she does is copy Andrew Johns. And it fucking annoys me. It irritates me. It gives me the shits. Now, don't get me wrong. Lara Pitt is good at what she does. She does well. She speaks well. She does her job fine. But she's also very, very annoying. I'm going to put Alana Ferguson in the not a fan part. I'm just not a fan of her. It's as simple as that. I'll probably take her over a few of these other ones, but I just don't like her, man. Like she doesn't stand out to me as a great analyst. Just because you played a couple of years of female NRL doesn't mean you know everything about the game. That's not how it works around here. So Lana Ferguson is going in the not a fan part. I just don't like her. I think she maybe I'm getting the wrong impression about her. Maybe she's great. Maybe she's amazing. But I think she copies Andrew Johns too much, or she's copying who she's working with at the time way too much. Come up with your own fucking thoughts instead of copying everyone all the time. So we're going to put Alana Ferguson in the not a fan part. Let's go to Peter Sterling. Now Sterling's actually just retired recently. Peter Sterling for mine. Now personally, Sterling was great for years. His NRL commentary was okay. His analyst, in my opinion, was a lot better. I'm still debating where I'm going to put Sterlo on this list. I think Sterlo does his job really well. And you know what? I'm going to put him in excellent. He does come off as a bit annoying from time to time. Don't get me wrong. But I think Sterlo's been doing it for a long time. And I guess a bit like Brandy, he's sort of been given the right to do a little bit more and, you know, have a joke here or there. So Sterlo is going in the excellent category. I think he's out. I think Sterlo did great for the game, and now he's retired from Channel 9. It's going to be a big loss for Channel 9. But Sterlo's a legend, and I thought he was excellent, to be honest. So Sterlo's going in the excellent. Let's go to Cory Parker. Now, Cory Parker's another one that comes off a little bit frustrating from time to time. Cory Parker, he seems to always want to bag the Broncos because he doesn't work, or I don't know what his relationship is with the Broncos now, but Cory Parker used to just bag the hell out of him when he first left, but don't really mind Cory Parker. When he's on the sideline, I think he's great. When he's in the commentary box, he's a little bit annoying. I think Parker's better on the sideline. Look, I think he's decent, man. Parker's decent. Let's just put him in the decent. We'll put him behind Blocker, I reckon. I reckon Talis is better. Daniel Bateman in the live chat says, did you consider the sister of the three brothers, Rowan Sims? Okay, I would have them all here, but the problem is I did not make the tier list, so I don't really know who made the tier list, but whoever made it obviously missed out a fair few of them. But, yeah, look, Rowan Sims is probably another one that I would have in the not a fan category. Not a fan of her. She copies a lot too, I reckon. She just copies a lot of people. Sort of annoys me a bit when they copy. All right, let's go to... all right, so like I said about Cory Parker, I think he's decent. All right, let's go to Ben Eichen. Now, Ben Eichen doesn't work there anymore. Ben Eichen's actually left. He's working at the Broncos now. Ben Eichen was fine. I didn't really have much of an issue with Ben Eichen. I don't think he was terrible. I don't think he was anything amazing. I thought he just did a fine job. When Ben Eichen was the host of NRL 360, he was excellent. When he did an NRL game, he wasn't too bad, but he always brings up the fucking Broncos for some reason, which used to be annoying. I'm going to put Ben Eichen in decent. I'll put him behind Gordon. I'll put him there. He was decent, Ben Eichen. He was fine. Didn't have much issue with Ben Eichen. Right, I've got a couple left. Not too many to go. Let's go to... right, let's go... I believe it's Andrew Webster. The other bald bloke, Andrew Webster. This bloke isn't too bad. Comes off a little bit annoying. Andrew Webster. I believe he works on Channel 9 a fair bit. I believe he did a couple of shows this year on 100% Footy. Did a couple of shows on the Sunday Footy Show. Not a big fan of him, to be fair. Probably going to put him in not a fan category. Not a fan of Andrew Webster too much. Let's put him... look, we'll put him there. Actually, no, we'll put him there. I think Danny Wilder's better than him. We'll put him there. We'll put him there for now. Ben Eichen clash with Paul Kemp once I saw, says Daniel Bay. Yeah, I remember that. remember that as well. All right, let's go. The other bloke, I believe it's Michael Zaffis. I'm trying to remember how you fucking pronounce his name. Michael something, I believe. Zaharifus or whatever. He works a lot on Channel 9 as well. I can't even remember his fucking name. See, that's how relevant this bloke is. I don't even know the bloke's name. I think it's Michael Chappers or something. I believe Michael Chaffers or something his name is. I can't even remember his name properly. That's how relevant this bloke is. I've seen a bit of him. He's not too bad. He goes all right. Not a fan of him, though. I'll put it that way. Put him there. I don't even know the bloke. Michael Chammers. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, not a big fan. I'll put him there. He's all, whatever. Not much I can really say about that. Righto, let's go to the one that everyone's going to fucking laugh about. Buzz Rothfield. Buzz. Where do we have Buzz on this list? Ladies and gentlemen, Buzz Rothfield is going in the hot garbage section. You know why? Because he blocked me on Twitter. He's annoying as fuck. He can never find anything positive to say. Always finding a negative to talk about on NRL 360. When he was on a post-game show one time, I had to leave the room. I couldn't watch it. Buzz is a pain in the arse. Well, Kenty, I've got some reports here that Luciano Leilua is going to the Cowboys. Yeah, look, Vunny, Buzz, my name's Buzz Rothfield. I work for the Daily Telegraph. Blah, 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 blah. Buzz Rothfield's a pain in the ass. And I think he's a fucking idiot. His accent's funny, I'll give him that. Well, Kenty, I got some rumors tonight. Yeah, fuck Buzz, man. See you later, Buzz. Although, what I will say, Buzz has been doing the game for a very long time. He is respected. He's just a pain in the ass. I think he needs to consider leaving Fox, maybe just working for the Telegraph, because I'm sick and tired of seeing him on TV. I think the best thing to say about Buzz Rothfield and James Hooper, if you have Twitter, get on Twitter. Start the trend. Hashtag, get off my TV. That is Buzz Rothfield and James Hooper. Hashtag, get off my TV. That would be the perfect Twitter tweet for those two. Get them off TV. Buzz blocked me on Twitter. Fuck Buzz. See you later, Buzz. Good grief. Daniel Bay says you should do stand up, Nick. My God, you have so much talent. I appreciate that, Daniel. I really do. We got Mark Bailey in the chat. How you going, Mark? Hope you're well, buddy. All right. Well, Kenty, I got some rumors. Yeah, fuck off, Buzz. All right, let's move on. Let's go to Benji Marshall. Now, Benji Marshall has actually done a little bit on Fox, and he pretty much did all of this year on Fox, really, because he was playing on the weekend for South, but then also working on Fox once or twice a week. And, I got to say, Benji Marshall was actually decent. He was actually enjoyable to listen to. So Benji Marshall is going to go in the decent category. I did not mind him. Benji was solid this year, man. I'm going to put Benji probably just behind Lara Pitt, because I think, obviously, Benji still needed the same, but I thought he was good, man. Thought he was very good. Righto, let's go. We've got four to go. 4 to go. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream as well. Let me just get a glass of this Coke here. The final 4. Righto. Let's go to Paul Gallen. Let's go to Gal. Now, Paul Gallen works on Channel 9 as well. I believe he does. He obviously does. Oh, he works all the time. Paul Gallen, he's always there on a Thursday and a Friday. He's always fucking there. Gallen, he does say a lot of bullshit. Don't get me wrong. He does talk heaps of shit. But here's the thing with Paul Gallen. Paul Gallen knows what he's fucking talking about because he played the game. Yeah, he might be a pain in the ass, but his breakdown of the game is very good. Yeah, he's biased towards the Sharks, but all his analysts are biased in one way or another. I reckon 80% of people will disagree with this one. I think Paul Gallen's solid. I really do. I think Paul Gallen's better than Billy Slater as an analyst. I really do. Paul Gallen is a very, very good analyst. I think he's solid. I like the way he speaks. He's not afraid to tell the truth how it is. He doesn't mind getting into an argument with Gus from time to time. If he doesn't agree with something, he'll fucking tell you straight away. Gallon knows what he's talking about. Gallon's a genius. Right, let's go to the final three. All right, let's go to the New South Wales State of Origin head coach, Brad Fitler. Now, Brad Fitler's been doing this for a very long time. Freddie, he's on the sideline more nowadays. It does do the pre-show here and there, time to time. I think Brad Fitler is excellent at his job. Not only is he a great coach for the New South Wales Origin Blues team, I think he's an excellent commentator as well. His analyst is outstanding. He knows what he's talking about. His breakdown of the game is brilliant. I think Brad Fitler is an excellent analyst, and I believe he is very close to the same level as his best mate, Greg Alexander, in case you didn't know. Freddie and Brandy are like best friends. I think it's hard to say who's better out of the two of them because they both work on different networks. Fitler works on 9. Brandy works on Fox. I think they're both excellent. I'm going to put Brad Fitler in the excellent category. 2 to go. Let's go to Bray Finasta from Fox League. Now, Bray Finasta, in my opinion, I believe he's good. Now, Bray Finasta has spoken to me before on Instagram. I believe he was on Fox one day. I believe he was I think Anasta was doing I think it was hosting the Sunday Ticket one day, and I commented on one of his photos. I said, "What great job, Anasta, today. You did a great job on Fox. I thought it was great." And he replied back to me, and I well, thank you. He goes, "Thank you very much." I was like, "Oh, well, thank you very much, Brave. It's about time Fox put you in charge." But in all seriousness, I think Brave Finasta, some will get annoyed by him. Everyone likes to bag him, but I'm the opposite, man. He's an expert. He's been doing the game for a long time, and that's what he's talking about. He's brilliant, man. Brave Finasta is brilliant. I think he's a great analyst. I think he's fantastic. Debating where to put him on this list. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm going to put him in solid. I don't think he's on the same level as Brandy and Freddie, only because they've been doing it a bit longer. But I can't find anything negative to say about Anasta. Yeah, he might have a laugh here or there, take the piss out of someone or whatever it might be, or having a joke. But I think Brave Anasta's getting to the point now in his Fox Sports career. He's becoming more of a host nowadays, and he's doing a great job at it. So Anasta for mine's going in the solid category. Now the final one, the last bloke. He works on Channel 9. He's been covering the game for a very, very long time. He's now working back at the Bulldogs. He works on Channel 9 pretty much all the time. And in my honest, personal opinion, no matter what you think of Gus, you can bag him all you want. You can call him biased towards Penrith if you want. You can call him whatever you want. But there is no doubt about it in my mind, and I am 100% confident and comfortable with saying this. Phil Gus Gould is the best rugby league analyst in the game, and in my opinion, it's not even close. Andrew Johns is the closest analyst to Gus. Phil Gus Gould is a fucking visionary. This bloke is one of the greatest rugby league minds, if not the best rugby league mind I have ever seen in my life. I believe Gus doesn't go to bed without watching at least one bit of NRL a day. Gus knows exactly what he's talking about. He knows when a team's going to go good. Yeah, he gets stuff wrong, but we all do. Gus Gould is a fucking immortal. This bloke is brilliant. Seriously. When Gus Gould is talking on TV, if you're watching the game with your family, you know what you should do? You should sit down there, shut up for a minute, and listen to Gus. If Gus is on NRL on Channel 9, Gus is on Channel 9. He's got a TV in front of him. He's got the computer where you break down plays. When Gus is doing that, kids, young football players, young teenagers, young players, whatever it might be, you must listen to Gus, what he's talking about. Yeah, he might be a little bit annoying on commentary from time to time. Might laugh a bit here and there. Might be a bit biased or whatever. But Gus is brilliant. The bloke's the best analyst in the game, and it's not even close. Gus Gill's the man. And I am comfortable with saying that. I believe Gus is number one. I genuinely believe that. If you don't agree with it, that's fine. But let me just say this, and I'm going to be brutally honest here, guys. If you don't like, or actually no, let me rephrase that. If you think Gus Gould is not a rugby league analyst or is not good at his job, then you should stop watching rugby league today. Because the bloke knows the game inside and out. He knows what's good for the game. He knows what's bad for the game. Trust me. Believe me when I tell you this. Gus is the man. No matter how annoying you think he is on commentary, when Nathan Cleary is playing with the Panthers or if there's a Bulldogs game or whatever it may be, Gus obviously has his favourites. Everyone does as well. But at the end of the day, Gus Gould is the best rugby league analyst in the game, without a doubt. And if you don't think Gus Gould is even good at his job, you should not be watching rugby league. The bloke's a genius. He is the man. If there's one bloke I want to meet one day in person and have a chat to about the footy, it's Gus. He's the man. Phil Gould is the man. I love him. I fucking love Gus. You can't shit on him, or you can shit on him if you get annoyed by him. But he's the man, man. He's like the god of rugby league. He is like the man. He's literally the god of rugby league, this bloke. He should be in charge of the game, but he doesn't want to do the job because it's too much shit to do. But if you put Gus in charge of all the NRL rules, what needs to be changed, what needs to be fixed, what needs to be added to the game, I guarantee you Gus will do it and he will fix the game up if he was in charge. And he said himself, he'll do it for nothing. And if there's one man that can change the NRL obstruction rule, which we all know is a mess, it's Gus. Gus is the man. But, guys, that's the list I've got. I'm comfortable with it. I'm not going to make any changes. I'm happy with what I've selected here. I didn't write anything down. I sort of just went with what I looked at. And I'm just going to say I'm comfortable with the list. I'm not going to make any changes whatsoever. I think it's a very good list. And I'm happy with what I've created here tonight. But, guys, what do you reckon? What do you guys reckon on the list out of 10? Let me know in the live chat. I want to know. Out of 10, what would you guys give this tier list out of 10? Let me know what you guys reckon. Let me just have a glass of this Coke here. Right. I'm just waiting for the live chat, see what people reckon about the list out of 10. Let me know, guys. I'd love to know what you guys reckon about the list. Anyone going to comment out of 10 or what? Doesn't look like it. All right, I reckon I might do it, guys. Righto. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the rankings of the NRL tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the ranking of the NRL Analyst. There's some of the ratings now coming in. Awesome. 8 out of 10, 8.5. Yeah, fantastic. Well, guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I really do appreciate it. Have a fantastic Wednesday night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for another live stream. Until then, stay safe. Have a fantastic Thursday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a fantastic night, guys. All right, guys. Have a good night.